Thank you for clicking on this tutorial. Let's get started.
Okay, the first thing you'll need is some colored paper, construction, cardstock, whatever. And then you also need some scissors. You will also need a hole punch and some type of rope. I use some ribbon. You're also going to need some pipe cleaners, and this part is optional, but it'll probably make this project easier if you had one of these.
So what I've done here is I've grabbed myself some regular printing paper, obviously in the color white, but you can use whatever kind of paper you like. You can use construction paper, you can use cardstock, you can even use some of this wrapping paper if you like, but it's all up to you. So just to give you a quick disclaimer, when I did this project, because I used so many strips of paper, I went ahead and used one of those large paper cutters. It's just easier and less time consuming. So here we go. So go ahead and lay your little template out, and you can make it as long as you want, but um, I'm just gonna mark the length according to the other ones, and just going to draw a line. And so that's pretty much how all of them will be. Just really, you're gonna cut this out.
So you want to go ahead and place those items to the side and all of your scraps. And then I'm going to grab this wrapping paper. This has two sides, and this is optional, by the way, but I used the same method when I made my original hanging streamer. So go ahead and trace it out and then cut it out. Okay, you all might want to take note that I'm just cutting out one strip because this is just a small scale, like a demo version, but that's why I say it's optional, but very helpful if you have one of those large paper cutting boards. So what I'm going to do here is gather all of those pieces that I have at one color, and then I'm going to fold forward and backward. Okay, so you want to go ahead and leave yourself 2 inches from the top. So make sure you stop folding about 2 inches coming from the top. And then you want to go ahead and hole punch the top portion of those pieces of paper. You don't want to punch it too close because you don't want the paper or the ribbon to rip the paper. So just eyeball it and just use your judgment. So here I've already done some, and then I'm going to show you the original way that I attached these little streamers to the ribbon. And it's kind of difficult right there. I took some ribbon and I tied a knot, and it's just really hard. So that's why I revamped it. But those are the piece that you see me working with there is actually the wrapping paper that I used. One side was silver and the other side was like a shimmering gold. And so here you will see me using the revamped version, which is using some pipe cleaner. So take about, I don't know, maybe 6 inches of the pipe cleaner. You want to stick it through the hole that you punched, and then go ahead and twist the pipe cleaners. And make sure you don't grab any of the paper while you're twisting it, but twist it, and then you want to make sure that that ribbon is in between those two pieces of pipe cleaner, and then you're just going to twist that on. And that's much easier than using or than single-handedly tying the ribbon on the longer piece of ribbon. So go ahead and cut your excess pieces off, and then you want to twist the tip of it and then tuck it behind that ribbon. So just give it a tuck. And honestly, that's it. So I'm going to show you again. You stick the pipe cleaner through, pinch that tip of the paper, go ahead and twist those pipe cleaners, give it about a few twists, maybe 4 or 5 or 3, and then stick it in between or around that ribbon. Go ahead and twist it again, and then you want to cut off the hanging pipe cleaner that you do not need, and then twist the tip again, and then give it a tuck. All right, that really is all there is to this project. Again, this is just a small scale because, as I said in the beginning of the video, I used a lot of paper, and so this is just showing you the basics. And then here I'm showing you that you can move and adjust those strips of paper depending on how tight you tied it on there, but they pretty much will not come off using that pipe cleaner. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial and have fun.